Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy, Weather Rate certified 10 years in a row.
Tuesday's bringing in plenty of sunshine throughout the Beehive State. We see it here in Linden as we look towards the Lake Mountains. You see a little bit of haze there that has been building. We know high pressure takes control and that haze comes along with it. 45 degrees right now out there at Utah Lake. Those hazy skies want to linger. We'll talk about the air quality concerns as we make it through the rest of this week. We do have a weak system, the impacts as we get towards our Wednesday. And how about a storm? We could really use one. We've got the timeline on when to expect one. Live look at the doTERRA camera with a few clouds out there. You can make out the ochres, but you also see the haze that's been building in the Salt Lake Valley. Right now we've got moderate air throughout northern Utah as a result of this ridge of high pressure. Some clouds streaming in from the north, and we will see increasing cloud cover as a result. There we go. Moderate air throughout northern Utah. Utah County is part of that, so Salt Lake and Cache Valley. We anticipate that moderate air and elevated particulate matter wants to stick around for the rest of today. Right now it's 47 degrees. That's above average for Salt Lake. We're going to be falling into the 30s a little later, staying dry as we get through the evening and overnight. Throughout the state, dry conditions with that high pressure. We're right on the eastern edge of that ridge, and we do have a passing system for tomorrow. You see that low dropping in. It's really targeting Colorado, but it will bring a few impacts, mainly some mixing winds. And as we look at the precipitation model, not a ton here. It briefly flattens the ridge, but you do see some light precip. There we are by late tonight in southern Idaho. That comes through, but it's really the Uintas looking at the best chance of maybe seeing a pocket of some showers. But all in all, mostly dry front coming through here, but with the winds coming from the north, hopefully that will keep inversion at bay. Increasing clouds for tomorrow, overall dry conditions, and then that high pressure bounces right back. The ridge may flatten, but it's pretty hardy. Here's a look. That low heads to Denver, and we are staying on that eastern periphery of the ridge as we get through the rest of this week and into this weekend. It is stubborn, and it slides to the desert southwest, which means Utah stays dry as we get through the next several days. Heading into next week, though, there's potential that low pressure system could bring us the chance of some wet weather. For tomorrow, we do have a chance of seeing moderate air quality to start the day. Maybe if we get some winds, it will help us out. We could get some brief relief. In eastern Utah, we're looking at clean air holding steady. Tonight, temperatures in the teens and 20s. Daytime highs tomorrow will be above average with those 30s and 40s. We'll see 50s in places like Moab and the Four Corners, 40s and 50s down the I-15 corridor, 60s in St. George. And yes, that is above average for this time of year, but with high pressure, we get plenty of sunshine, and the warming trend continues down there in southern Utah. Notice those temperatures get pretty close to 70 degrees. Lots of sunshine. It is still February. We're not close to that in the north, but we are above average. Hazy conditions for the next little while. Monday, hopefully we kick up the winds, and our fingers are crossed on Tuesday for any bit of wet weather. You'll notice those temperatures drop as the front comes through. We just miss storms. To stay on top of the forecast, all you need to do is download the ABC4 weather app. It's really